Hello teachers, I am Dr. Namrata Kulkarni, Diet Faculty Daman. Today we have Seema Pandey teacher. She is working in government school. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, how to pronounce vowels in different sounds?
Yes, as we know that we have got different vowels A, E, I, O, U. Vowels have two sound, the short sound and the long sound. So we will study and we have to teach children how they have to pronounce the different sounds of vowels. Now if you see here, let us start with the vowel A. As we studied in our previous slides, the short sound, the A, the sound of A short sound will be A. So A, alligator, right? That is the short sound. A, apple or A, alligator. But the long sound of the vowel is just like the alphabet. How we say the alphabet, like A, we call it as A only. So it will be pronounced it as A. So here we can say A, acorn. So difference between A alligator and A acorn or A alien. So difference between the short sound will be, for A it will be A and long sound will take the sound of the alphabet. Then we have got the second alphabet or the vowel, which is E. So the short sound of the vowel E will be A. E, A, elephant. But the long vowel sound will be like the alphabet itself. So sound of E will be E. So E as in eagle. So A, elephant, E, eagle. So that is the difference in the sound. Next will be O. We'll find here many times this vowel is a bit confusing because there is a very small difference in the sounds of this vowel. Like O is an O. We have to pronounce that short sound as O, as in ostrich. But long sound will be the sound like the O alphabet only. So O, oatmeal. O, ostrich. O, oatmeal. That is the difference. O and O. Next is I. Again I, short sound will be E. E is an insect. And long sound will be I as the alphabet itself. That is I, ice or I, ice cream. And then next is vowel our U. U sound in short will be A, that is an umbrella. But long vowel sound will take the sound of the alphabet, that is U. So U as in unicorn or even in uniform.
How can we introduce this rule in word formation?
So basically we'll start with the words beginning with a vowel. We'll start with the two letter words like A. So sound of A is A, M, am. Sound of A is A, N, an, A, T, at. So that becomes am, an, at. Similarly for sound alphabet E, B sound is B sound is B, E sound is E over here. So B, E, B, M, E, me, H, E, he. So that is how we can teach children, we can introduce two letter words with the sound of each letter separately. Then next alphabet is I. I sound is E. E, s, is. E, t, it. E, n, in. Then similarly alphabet O. O sound is O. O, n, on. Ox, ox. O, f, off. Then U. U alphabet sound will be U, P, up. U, P, up. U, S, us. So this is how you can basically start with the introducing two letter words. Then as we move further for three letter words, as I told you previously, that short vowel sound and the long vowel sound. So short vowel sound, generally short vowel sound comes when there is one vowel in the word and it makes a short sound. So let us first start with the alphabet A. We'll see some words, some examples of words beginning or words having short vowel A. See here, B, A, T. Let us take the individual sound of each, how you are going to teach the children. Sound of B is B. Sound of A, we have to use the short letter sound, that is A. B, A, T. So that becomes bat. So that way when the children are introduced to the right sound, they can easily form the words. Then C sound is K. A sound is A. T sound is T. So K, A, T, cat. J, A, M, jam. v, a, n, van. And similarly other words, like more examples you can use to teach the children vowel sounds. Then similarly in vowel E, again we have to take the short sound. So B, sound of E is A. B, A, D, bed. P, A, N, pen. T, A, N, ten. R, A, D, red. So this way children will learn to pronounce correctly. Next vowel is I. Again the short sound of I is E. So B, E, G, big. P, E, G, pig. P, E, N, pin. And Z, E, P, zip. This way we can teach the vowels I words. Next is vowel O. Again the short sound of vowel O is O. So D, O, G, dog. T, O, P, that is stop. B, O, X, box. And H, O, T, hot. Like with different examples you can teach them. Next is vowel U. If you remember, the short sound of vowel U is A. So M, A, G, mug. N, A, T, nut. R, A, G, rug. H, A, T, hut. So this was about the short vowel sound. Now next is the long vowel sound. Now long vowel sound, as we discussed previously, it is just like the name of the English alphabet. Apart from that, if there are two vowels in a letter or in a word, the first vowel will take the sound of the alphabet itself, and the second alphabet or the second vowel remains silent. And also another rule is there that if a word ends in E, then again the first vowel in that word is usually spelled as its name and E will go as silent. So that is a generalized rule. Just for an example, if we see that in a word we are having two vowels, A and I. If we have first vowel as A and second vowel as I, then vowel A will take the sound of the alphabet. What is the sound of alphabet A is A, and I will become silent. If I and E are there together, I will take the sound of the alphabet, that is I, and E will remain silent. Similarly for O and A, O sound will be as O and A will go silent. For U and E also, the sound of U will be U itself, E will remain silent. And if there are double E in the word, in that case we have to take the sound of the alphabet E. Let us take some examples of long vowel sound. As I told you, AI, then A dash I, that is vowel, consonant and vowel. We will have a consonant in between the two vowels, and sometimes even Y at the end of the word may act as an Y which is followed by an vowel will take the sound of the vowel itself. Now see here, AI. So we have got two vowels, so it will pronounce it as A only. See an example. See the word rain. So first we know the sound of R is R. A and I, two vowels are there. Here we'll use the sound of the alphabet A, that is A, and I will go silent. So R, A, N became rain. Similarly in the next word, that is cake, sound of C will be K. A and E are the two vowels. So here sound first vowel A will take the sound of the alphabet, that is A, and E will go silent. So K, A, K, cake. Next is D, sound of D is D, and sound of A. Sometimes even Y, as I told you, Y, if it is followed by an vowel, it will take the form of a vowel only. So in that case, we will also use the sound of A as the long sound, that is the sound of the alphabet. So D, A, day. There are similar some more examples like mail, game, say. All this we have to follow the same rule. So let's see the next example, vowel E. Now here again, if there is a double E, in that case we have to take the sound of the E as the alphabet, that is E. And if it is EA, then again A will go silent and it will take the sound of E. So let us see, D, sound of D is D, and double E is there, so it will take the sound of E. And P, D, E, P, deep. Next word if you see, F, and sound of E is E, so F, E, T. Similarly, in the another example where E and A are the two vowels, in that case our sound will be E alphabet, that is E. So L, E, A will go silent, and F. So L, E, F, leaf. E, T, A will go silent, E, T, eat. Okay, so that is how you have to tell children that when second vowel is that, the second vowel will go silent. So we have to produce the long sound of the first vowel. Next is the vowel I. So if you see over here, I followed by a consonant and E, and even IGH. Now IGH, GH are not a vowels, but in that case also that GH will go silent and will take the sound of the I as I only. And again Y is there over here. At some times when it is followed by a consonant, it will take the sound of I. Let us take some examples. P sound is p, so p and I e, so again sound will be I because we have got another vowel e, so e will go silent. So p I, pie. L I, lie. T I, tie. Now in the second example we have got f, which f sound, then I sound because again ending with e, so e will go silent. So f I v, f I v, 5. L I N, line. K I T, kite. In IGH, if you see H sound is H, and IGH sound will go as I. So H I, high. L I and T, light. N I T, night. Similarly here, Y sound, if you remember the previous words we saw, when it was followed by a vowel A, then Y will we remain silent, will take the sound of A. But here, if Y is followed by a consonant, it will take the sound of an I. So, F, L, I, fly. Right? Let us see the next vowel, that is O. O and A, or O and E and OW also will act as the sound of a O. So, through examples we can explain. B, O, A sound will not be there. So, B, O, T, boat. H, O sound will be O and M. H, O, M, home. Again E will go silent. And here B sound will be B, and OW sound will come as O only. So B, O, bow. Next is our vowel U. So U and E, or even EW. See here, EW will also, we have to tell that EW, though there is no U over here, but EW will take the sound of the vowel U. So some examples for C sound is again K and UE. So E will go silent. K, U, Q. F, U, L, fuel. And see the next example, K, U, T. E again will remain silent. So K, U, T, cute. And N, U, new. So this is how we can teach children different vowel sound. Let us also take a few examples of consonant blends. What are consonant blends? Where the sound of one or more than one consonant has been used. Just for example, let us take the alphabet C and R. So sound of C will be K and sound of R will be R. So it will become as K, R, Kr. Like in crab, Kr like in cry, and Kr like in crow. So that is how you children can be introduced to the blend of two consonant sounds. Another example, let us take ST, that is sound of S is S and sound of T is T. So it will blend together as T. So stir as in stop, stir as in step, stir as in steep, and stir as in still. So we have got another consonant blend of W and H. So sound of W is W and H is H. So that becomes V. So V as in what, as in when, V white, V wheat, V wheat, Y or wheat. So this is how we can use different sounds and blend it to form the different words.
How can we teach phonetics in classroom? Is there any strategies or methods?
Yes, there are various strategies or methods that can be used for teaching phonetics in the class. Like charts are there, flashcards are there, pair work, phonic games, worksheets, team game, then board work, short passages. We can also use various audio video resources, and finally identification and writing. Like in charts, teacher can make colorful charts with pictures, and they can ask the children to identify the alphabet and speak its sound. Flashcards can be used because it is one time they have to make put an effort to make that flashcard, which can be used in uh, all the every year for their classes. Then in phonic games, you can do that. You can make children give the alphabets. You can assign alphabets to all the children. Like you can make chits and tell children to pick out the chits. So children will have a different alphabet, and then they can be placed in a circle in the class. And then you can ask each child, ki, so what is your alphabet? So he will say, my alphabet is B. Then you have to ask him, what is your sound? So in this way, children will learn also, and they will enjoy with each other. They may make mistakes, so we are always there to correct them. In team games also, you can divide the class in a team. So like we can say in 5 teams, we can give them 5 vowels. So each team will be named as a vowel. And in that you can tell them, like we studied 2-letter, 3-letter words, and tell them, come on, you all make words from your vowels, so that children will learn to work in a team also. They will enjoy also, and they will come up with different words. And after that, even in board work, if simple you don't have anything at present, you can even call the children on the board. You can give them a missing vowel. So B dash G. Children like to come on the board and write, no? So use different colors for them, so they will enjoy. After that also, you can, using these words, you can make a small passages in a form of story, very small, which can be narrated in the form of a passage. There are also various audio video resources that they can use, like they can play the music, or even they can show some video clippings for the children where alphabet songs are available, phonic sounds and music, many songs are available. So once in a while they can play in the class for children to learn. Then finally, when the children are adapted or with the phonic sound, they can use the activities of identification and tell the children to write in various worksheets.
It was very informative discussion for English teachers. I hope it is useful for our teachers. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. If you have any suggestion, you can write to us on diet.dnhdd@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you.